Namaste, Bhagini.
वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः A warm welcome to all of you for starting on the Sanskrit for beginners course commencing on this auspicious day of Vijayadashami. In this class, you will gain skills to recognize, read, write, and accurately pronounce the Devanagari script, which is the foundation of Sanskrit. Why is it important to master the Devanagari script? What purpose does it serve? Let's reflect on the learning methods of our ancestors just 3 to 4 generations ago. In those times, they learned shlokas with the guidance of a neighborhood guru. All the children in the community would gather and the guru would recite and the children will repeat after him. They created a tradition of passing down the knowledge by this method. In subsequent generations, knowledge transitioned from grandparents as they recited shlokas to their grandkids. Advancing further, the introduction of cassettes, gramophone records, radios, and other audio resources eased the learning process. The accessibility of collections like MSS Amma cassettes made shloka learning more convenient. It was difficult to find a home that did not have MSS Amma cassettes those days, right? Recalling a time when people could effortlessly recall all the phone numbers from memory, we now often struggle to remember even our closest family members' contact details, sometimes even our own phone number. We faced challenges in memorizing shlokas just by listening. As a solution, we started purchasing shloka books. However, since we were not familiar with the Sanskrit script, we opted for the shloka books in our mother tongue. There comes the problem. For example, if we take Tamil, there is only one ka, whereas in Sanskrit, there are 4 kas in Kavarga. For example, in Tamil, we write kadal. In how we will pronounce the ka in kadal word, ka as ka only. Whereas the same ka, if we write it in tangam, we pronounce the same ka as ga and not as ka. Right? We don't pronounce it as tangam. We pronounce it as tangam. So the same ka is used in 2 different words and it is pronounced differently. Right? Same way, if we consider English, when teaching the alphabet, the letters A, B, C, D, E, F, etc. are introduced. However, when we apply these letters in words, pronunciation often differs. For example, M-A-C-H-I-N-E. If we pronounce this word as it is written, for example, M-A, ma, C-H-I, chi, N-E, ni, how do we need to pronounce this word? Machini. Similarly, actually, how do we pronounce that word? Actual word, we pronounce it as machine, right? Whereas we write it as M-A-C-H-I-N-E. Similarly, island, I-S-L-A-N-D. If we pronounce in the way it is written, it should be Island, right? But we pronounce it as island. They are saying S is silent. What is the purpose of that letter in that word? I am not sure about all those things. Any logic behind? No need to go deep into that now. Even if we consider Hindi, we used to write Ra, Ma. But how we will pronounce that word? Ram. We don't pronounce it as Rama. We pronounce that word as Ram. So I think you all understood my point. After learning all the alphabets, it's challenging to read books in other languages without assistance, as we learned the alphabets in a different way, whereas when we apply, it is different. But in Sanskrit, after learning the alphabets, you can read any Sanskrit books without anyone's help with correct pronunciation, because the pronunciation remains consistent when applied. So you will be able to read shlokas too with correct pronunciation after learning the Devanagari script. Master the Sanskrit alphabets with precise pronunciation, because a slight mispronunciation can entirely alter the meaning. For example, Ekadashi dine phalam nivedayami signifies offering fruits on Ekadashi. Ekadashi dine phalam nivedayami. However, if we mispronounced as phalam instead of phalam, if we pronounce it as phalam, it implies that meat. Instead of fruits, we are saying offering meat. Therefore, care in pronunciation is very essential. So, to master this Devanagari script, our experienced instructor, Smt.Pankajavalli Bhagini, who is passionate about Sanskrit, is eager to guide you all on this journey. Get ready to dive into the world of Sanskrit and uncover the magic of this ancient language. Now, I kindly request Srimati Malati Balaji Bhagini to introduce our teacher, Srimati Pankajavalli Bhagini.
Namassarvebhyah. I take this golden opportunity to welcome you all to this wonderful platform to learn the divine language of gods called the Devavani or Devanagari, now known as Sanskrit. My namaskarams to Guru, Kumari Janani Shri Bhagini, Kumar Srimati Kamakshi Bhagini, Srimati Pankajavalli Bhagini. Namaste, namaste. I express my gratitude to our Kamakshi Bhagini for facilitating this platform to learn Sanskrit for beginners. She has been very successful in making many devotees in learning and chanting Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Shri Vishnu Sahasranama, Shri Lalita Sahasranama, and other Sanskrit shlokas with perfect pronunciation. Dhanyavadaha Kamakshi Bhagini. Now I am very happy to introduce here Srimati Pankajavalli Bhagini, who will be teaching you the basics of this divine language. Namaste Bhagini. Srimati Pankajavalli Bhagini is a postgraduate in anesthesia from Dr. MGR Medical University, Chennai. She was the professor and the head of the department in the Institute of Anesthesia and Critical Care Unit of MMC and GH, Chennai, until her retirement in August 2017. Her passion towards the language Sanskrit made her to learn the same in the year 2020. Her ambition was to learn and to chant Srimad Bhagavad Gita only in Sanskrit. She succeeded in it and she has completed the level Kovida in Sanskrit. She learned to chant Srimad Bhagavad Gita and now chanting the same in Sanskrit. By knowing the meaning of the shlokas of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, she applies the principles of the same in her daily life. She enthusiastically helps other devotees to chant Srimad Bhagavad Gita with proper pronunciation. Now, we all will enjoy her classes and learn the basics of this divine language, Sanskritam, excellently. Wishing you all the very best. I once again thank everyone for giving me this opportunity. Dhanyavadaha sarvebhyah Ram Ram Ram. Now over to Smt.Pankajavalli Bagini.
Namaste. Namastarvebhyah. Sarvam Krishnarpanam. Pathami Sanskritam Nityam. Vadami Sanskritam Sada. Dhyayami Sanskritam Samyak. Vande Sanskritamadaram. Namastarvebhyah. I am here to pass on what I have learned from this divine Bhasha, the Veda Bhasha, Sanskritam. When I started learning, the first thing they taught me was Patami Sanskritam Nityam, but Vadami Sanskritam Sada. Supposing I make it as Vadami instead of Vadami, they say Vadami, that means I am killing. Vadha means killing. Then Vadami is I will speak in Sanskritam daily. Patami Sanskritam Nityam. I will read Sanskritam daily. Vadami Sanskritam Sada. So Vada, it should not be Vadha, it must be Vada. So Dhyayami. Again, I cannot say Dhyaya. Dhyayami Sanskritam Samyak. Vande Samskrita Mataram. So Sanskritam is our Mata. Like our mother, we have to always bow down to Sanskritam. We must think of whatever we want to say, we should think in Sanskrit. Like how we speak our mother tongue, that way we should be able to speak in Sanskritam. Patami Sanskritam Nityam, Padami Sanskritam Sada, Dhyayami Sanskritam Samyak, Vande Samskrita Mataram. So now the Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam, sincere thanks to Kamakshi Bhagini, who has given us a wonderful platform where we are not only able to improve on our Gita chanting skills, but today we are going to explore Gita in the divine language Sanskrit as it was told by Bhagavan to Arjuna. So thanks to this Vasudhaiva Kudumbam, it is my blessing and privilege to be part of this esteemed organization. So let us get started. Shubharamba. Om. Om is the Pranava mantra. Om. 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 All of us, to learn Sanskritam, we must start every day reciting Om. As long as we hold our breath, we must start with Om. By doing that, you will have a very good inspiration and breath holding that will help us to pronounce the varna in Sanskritam very clearly without any mistake, giving importance to the utpatti, where it starts, whether we need to start from the lip or whether we start from the mouth or whether it is in the kantha, throat, or whether we go down up to our nabhi. So all of you please start with Om every day. So the purpose of this classes will be, whatever I know, I would like to share it to the students who have an aptitude to learn Sanskrit. Because nowadays, it's very difficult, especially for people who are 50 plus, they find it very difficult to commute, to go to places, to learn anything. So now, because we have been given a very good platform of online classes, so whoever is interested to learn Sanskritam can join in this course. I will share whatever I have learned till date, and by teaching whatever I know, I'll be able to get a feedback from you all that will help me to improve my language skills. And because I'm also passionate about learning Sanskritam. Secondly, as I wanted to learn Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Vishnu Sahasranama, and other shlokas only in Sanskrit. That was my ambition. And Bhagavan has given me this platform of Vasudeva Kudumbakam, where we are all together to learn and enjoy Sanskritam and Gita together. So the base for this, we are going to be like our toddler days, like first school, the preschool. So we go to a LKG, and before that junior KG. So what do they teach us? Only e, u. Same A, English, say A for apple, B for ball, C for cat. So the same way, the basics of Sanskritam also, we need to know the Varna Mala. Varna are the letters in Sanskrit, and Mala is a garland. You all know that. The chain of words make a Mala. The Varna Mala is starting with like our in other regional languages. In India, we have E, which are called as vowels, and then we have Kaka, like that. So when we call them Vyanjanani in Sanskritam, so all of these Varnas, they are all the Aksharam. We will learn about the Varna Mala. Then pronunciation. We should know e. So just like a baby is taught how to pronounce. So we are going to teach you how to pronounce the language, the vocabulary. First, how to pronounce the letters, starting with the letters. Then slowly, supposing I say then we want to say Amba or Arjunaha. So you must know whether that how to pronounce that word starting with that So all the letters start here. We will give you small vocabulary. Mostly we'll try to pick it up from Bhagavad Gita and give you so that you will know how to use them. Then we will try also to understand the compound words in Bhagavad Gita. Some of them, Bhishmascha, Karnascha, like that we have, no? Kunti, Putra. So we will understand the compound words for which we will first teach you the vowels, then the consonants, then we will try to give you vocabulary build up, we'll teach you pronunciation. Then after the proper pronunciation, you will be able to understand these compound words in Bhagavad Gita. Then once you learn all this, the purpose is almost 75% completed. You will have the ease of chanting Bhagavad Gita shlokas, because we are going to teach you the basics starting from the letters, Varnamala. We are going to teach you how to pronounce individual letter, and with the letter we are going to give you vocabulary, and we are going to give you the ease with which how mixed compound words also you are going to chant. Then your chanting will be very perfect. Now coming to learning, the next part of the course will be writing and speaking practice sessions. So what we have designed is, I will be presenting slides here, how to go ahead with learning the letters and alphabets and everything. Then you have to join a Grihapata group, homework. That will be, supposing I teach you there will be one question. How many words are there? Can you say some words in starting with We are not going to start Ksha. We will say, don't start with Ksha. We will give you whatever is taught in the class in that week. That will be covered in your Abhyasa classes. Because Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena mamicham tum, he says. So if you have your Abhyasa in practice sessions, and if you improve your language slowly, you will be able to move from LKG to first standard or second standard level. So then you yourself will know whether you can get your language, and then you can go to higher levels of learning the proper language, where Samskrita Bharati gives two verticals. Either you can say like Pravesha, Parichaya, Siksha, Kovida, or if you want to go only into Gita, they have Gita Sopanani, like Gita Sopanam 1, 2, like they will first two sessions, they will teach you Sanskritam with the Gita Shloka. Then the next two levels, they will take you into splitting the Gita shlokas, the verses, and then you can learn. So that is we are only giving you a starting point. It's only a seed sown into your mind so that you will be able to grasp the language from its base. So any doubt, any clarification, any knowledge sharing can be done at the end of the session. I will try to limit my lecture for about 35-40 minutes every day, so that after that you will be able to ask questions also. So now we are going to start with the proper lessons. Varnaha. They are letters in alphabets or letters, what we call it. Varnaha. So the total letters, aksharani, whatever is given in the Sanskritam vocabulary, they are all made by these letters. So they are, for each, we have swaraha and vyanjanani. Swaraha are the vowels. Ha, I, U, R, L, A, I, U, A. We'll go into them. The swaraha. Without swaraha, we cannot form any words. Like in English, they say, without A, E, I, O, U, and Y, we will not be able to form any word. Similarly, we need vowels to form shabdaha. Shabda is word. We have to form words only from the by using some consonants with the vowels. So we'll go slowly. This is the basic. I'm telling you, this is the letter. All of you know. Like if you want to explain, it is a short vowel. So I must stop with I cannot say there's a difference. So you are like, for all you know, you will understand if it is like a 3, you start writing like a 3, and then you put on horizontal line from the middle of the 3, and then you put on vertical line and a shiro reka. It is called a shiro reka in Sanskritam because I think you can see this. The shiro reka. One second. Supposing this is the shiro reka. So first you start writing like this. You go like this, you go come down like this, and then you do one horizontal line. Then you put a vertical line connecting the horizontal line with that. Then you put a shiro reka. Then this word, this letter is a. Now if I want to say Arjuna, starts with a. I have taken some words from Gita so that you will not know the Shabda, but I am telling you Arjuna. Then we have Amritam. Then we have Abhyasaha. So, it's like slowly you will get to know. If you see, even if you are having a Tamil book or a Telugu, Kannada, any book, when you know Arjuna, you will know the first letter is A. Now we go to the next letter, A. Again, A is to start writing like this. Take a curve, come down, the curve will come down. Then you take a horizontal line, and there at the end of the horizontal line, you put one vertical stroke, then another vertical stroke. Normally, any letter, most of them, we will have this vertical stroke for getting a long vowel. Ah. So after writing these two vertical strokes, then you connect them with the horizontal line, which is called a Shiro Reka. Shiro Reka is important. You have to use it for Devanagari script when you write in Sanskritam. This is A. Again, I will try to give you some words starting with A. Acharya. Acharati. Acharya is Guru. Acharya. Ashcharyam. Apuryamana. So this is A. A. So how is A to A? How is it formed? So when you want, the horizontal line should stop with the first vertical stroke. We should not take it here. See, this gap is there. So when you write the A first. You write the A, then put a horizontal stroke. This completes A. Then you add the second vertical stroke and then put a Shiro Reka. Horizontal line. Now you get A. So this I have taken from a book. See, it is so A. For English, it is A. And It is or a capital A. This is how the transliteration representation in English. Ah. So, see, I told you, first you write a, then you put one more vertical line, and then put this, you get a. Ah. Now you go to the next letter, E. E is again, start writing a small vertical stroke, then you go like an S in English, you go, and then there's a down stroke. Don't forget it. To forget this letter is a different letter without this down stroke. So, E must put a stroke, take an S like, then put a down stroke. Then you put this Shirorek. So now I'll tell you few words from Gita, starting with P. Indriyam. Iha. So when you go and today to see church for Indriyam, starting with E, then you must find more words. This way you will improve your vocabulary also for words starting with E. Now I want to teach E also. Again, like E, you start writing like this, curve, come down, and come down. Then you put your Shiro Rekha, and on top of that, you put an arc. This is called as something like a C. You put an arc on top of the Shiro Rekha, that becomes E. So, Ishwaraha. See the one curve. Ishwaraha. Long letter, long vowel. Ikshate. E. Ikshate. So this is how E is written. So let us again see how from E to E. This is a short vowel to a long vowel. So in Tamil, we have E. E. Likewise, in English also we have E. And E or it's a capital I, or you can put two E next to each other, becomes E. See, I have told you, see, above the Shiro Rekha, you add an arc, then it becomes E. When you add this with other Vyanjanani, the meanings will be different. Now you remember, for E, you add this arc above the Shiro Rekha, you get E. 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 Now we go to the next alphabet. U. This is the next vowel. U. U. Again, like a 3 you start, that you curve and come down. Then you draw a Shiro Rekha. This is called U. This is a short vowel U. So, Uvacha. I always tell my students, Arjuna Uvacha. The U they forget. Arjuna Vacha they say. You must always give importance to the U. Uvacha. U. Uppari. Uppari. I'm not teaching meaning of these words. I've taken these words from Gita, but we will learn each word slowly. Now you find the meaning. You get a homework. Then they will ask you what the meaning of Uppari. Uvacha. Uppari. Uchyate. Unmission. Unmission. So remember, this U was just like a curved tree and with a Shiroreka. Uppari. So U. This is U. Then we go to U. Again, you write U. You write U. And then add a tail to the U. Becomes U. After this, you put a Shiroreka on top. This is called U. It's a long letter. Urdhvam. See how it is? U. U. So in Tamil we have U. And we write, you all know how to write U. You put one here on L like you put there, that is U. Whereas in English, a small U is U and a capital U is U. So I will teach you how you form it. See, you add a tail to the U. Then you get oo, oo, oo. So now these are all similar to our languages, what you have learnt already. So we just say ah, e, oo. These are all the same in most of the regional languages in India. Whereas we may not have the next letters. This is r. It is not re or it is not ru. It is in between. You cannot say like India, I-N-E, re. It is not re. It is at the same time, it is not rushi, not u. So it is Rukmini. It is not ru. It is not ru. It is not re. So you should know it is r. R is not you, not I. It is in between. It is a special character. Ritu, Rituhu, Rishihi, Rigvedaha. It's not Rugveda, Rigveda. It is Rigvedaha. So R pronunciation is very important to be taught to you in class. So there are no words. This is the next letter. Ru. R, Ru. We don't have generally no words start with Ru. Mostly we have them in the middle of a word like Pitrunam. You get Ru. So how you get R to Ru? So in Tamil, I put a star here. There is no R, Rikaram in Tamil language. R, Ru is not there in Tamil, but it is in English. We have R and Ru capital. So we have, you can see, you put one, first you put one vertical stroke. Then you put one like a upturned horizontal V like you put. Then on the other right hand side of the vertical stroke, you start something like an S. Then come down, then put only one C. This is R. But for Ru, the same thing, you put a vertical stroke, then again come down back to do, on this side you put something like a horizontal V, then you put, take like this a stroke, and then here as you can see, you put 2C, like a 3 inverted C, inverted 3. This is Ru, Pitrunam. So it is a word in Bhagavad Gita, Pitrunam. So R. See how it is getting. One C was there for R, and now you make it as an inverted 3. That becomes R. Again, the next letter is L. Most of us think it is R. No, it is not R. It has only L. L and L. And this is used only in Vedas and Shastras. We have no words in Sanskritam, in our regular modern Sanskritam, what we are using daily in slokas and other things. We do not see this L. The L is nothing but like gesture L. La. Sorry. You take La, like La, and extend it with the C like. This is called L. Then you put a vertical stroke and then this Shirorek. This is called L. You don't say La. La will not be used in our Sanskritam. It is only in Vedas again. So we don't have to know it. It is Lo. It will be like a horizontal H. I'm not introducing it to you because we are not using it. So when you say La, La only must not say La. Now so far we have done the Hraswa, that is the short vowel, and the long vowel. They are Dirghas. We'll come to it later. So we have finished one part of it only. But now we'll have something called as A. In Tamil, in some other languages, we have a short vowel for A. Enbadu, Ettu, Teli. Ennudaya, ye. But in Sanskritam, we do not have ye. When we write like this itself, it is only ye. It is only a long vowel. So what you do, you put a vertical stroke and take it down. Down stroke. Then the next vertical stroke, you stop halfway through and just one small curve, like an umbrella handle. Just put one small, like a J, not fully, just this much. Then you put a shirorek. This is called A. Evam satata yuktaye. So evam, evam, etat, etat shutva. We are reading etat, esha, esha, eva, eva. So evam, etat, esha, eva. Remember, there is no upward stroke. Above Shiroreka, there is nothing for A. For A, when you write, if a word is given like this, etat, please don't make the mistake of reading aitat. Commonly, you think this is I. No, it is A. So, evam, etat, esha, eva. So this is I told you. Similar to A, you put a vertical stroke and a down stroke. Then you put another smaller vertical stroke like a J. Then you put a Shiroreka. And on top of that, a single upstroke. This is called A, I. A to I. But A and I are not, it is not like U to U. It's not like A to A. A and I are both separate letters. A has no connection to I. I is not formed from A. So I is, we will tell you later how I is formed. So Aishwaram, Airavatam, I. This is I. There is stroke is I. Don't read Airavatam or Aishwaram. It is Aishwaram, Airavatam. So now I didn't say from A to I. Do you see here? Only and. I am discussing both together because both look similar. So in Tamil also they are totally different. A and I. In English also it is A, A, E, Y is A or A, E is A, I is I. A and I are not from the same letters. Please know that. A, I, they are both are long vowels. Now we go to O. Similarly, there is no O. Ondru, Onbadu, Ottagam. Like that, there is no O in Sanskritam. So, Sanskritam O is just like you write A, because O is a Dirgha. So, you start writing like a 3, then in the middle you take a horizontal line. You must not take the horizontal line downward. It must be only here. And then you put a first vertical stroke, then you put a second vertical stroke, then you put a Shiro Rekha, and then you put this upstroke. This is called O. O is long vowel. O. So, Ojaha, Ojasa, Oshtaha. So, O. O is, it is having an, after the A, it is having O. The upstroke is there for O. Now we have Au. Similar to A, the same way you write A. First you write A, then after that you put the Shiro Rekha. Then after Shiro Rekha, then you put 2 strokes. You put 2 strokes. That is called Au. Au is again a Dirgha. O is from combination of 2 vowels, and Au is also a combination of 2 vowels. O and Au are not the same. They don't have same origin. They are different. Aushadham, Aushadhi. See here, O and Au. It's different in Tamil also. In English also, for O we put an O, and AU we put for Au. AU if I type, it will immediately take you to Au. This is Au. O and Au, they are again, both are long vowels, but they are not from the same letter of origin. Now we have completed a, I, u, r, ru, l, a, I, o, ow. Now we go to these two. I've just introduced you because they are coming from a, and aha. You write and put one dot there is called It's called anuswaraha. And aha. You put two dots on the side. So it is called aha. This is called as anuswaraha. This is called visargaha. There are also two more of them. They are called as ayoga vahaha. They are not vowels. They are only supporting the vowel. Ayoga vahaha. Support vowel. It is not only for a and a. It is for im, like all the like come, kam, kim, kim, kum. So they go for all the vowels. So the supports all the vowels. When you write any letter, consonant, either a vowel or a consonant, any alphabet, then you put one dot there, the anuswara, it becomes it ends in See here in English, it is m. Then aha, it is ha. So again this visargaha will change according to the vowel. If you say aha, aha, iha, iha, uhu, uhu, the ha becomes hu, uhu, uhu, guruhu, guroho, o means oho, auhu. So the visarga also, the pronunciation, it takes the vowel which precedes it. Supposing you say maha also, the maha is not a single letter. It is im, ra, maha. So it is ra, r, repa, ra, a, im, aha. So im and aha, maha. Whether if you say rame, so ramoho. So you say oho. So that is a support vowel. This visarga will take the whatever vowel is pronounced in the end, that pronunciation only the visarga will take. We will discuss about it in the later classes. For now it is and aha. They are not vowels. They are support vowels. They are ayoga, ahaha. You cannot just write in a sentence. You cannot write aha in a sentence. They either come, like for example, if you say it at least comes few places shaha. Start with Okay. Whereas if you say aha, most of the times it comes at shnaha, krishnaha, krishnaha, parthaha, aha. Then sometimes comes in the middle like aha, aha. Actually here also will be on aha. Visarga, I didn't want to confuse you. So dukkha, it will be dukkha. So sukham dukkham, we say no, dukkha. So sometimes the aha also can come in the front, but it is not starting with aha. We start with the u, ih. So dukkha. So that is how the ayoga vahaha take. There are two more ayoga vahaha. We are not taking today. They are called jihva mulyaha and upadmanyaha. We'll come to them later when we learn more about the ayoga vahaha. I took these two because the and aha, they are part of the way the script is written is more of a from a. So we are writing and aha. I have taught it in this class. We'll have detail. See, now I put a table. All these are the hrasva akaraha. So hrasva swaraha. Hrasva is short. We'll talk about them later. Short vowel. A, I, O, R, L. So this will be short vowel. A, I, U, R. They are primary long vowels. Whereas these are also long vowels only. A, I, O and ow. They are long vowels, but the way their origination is different. They have two vowels joined together. It will be a combination. So we'll consider them at more details when we come to next class. Then we have Nayoga Vahaha, and Ha. So Swaraha, I told you, Haswaha. These are all called the short vowels or Haswaha. Then we have Dirgaha. These 8 are called as Dirgaha. Dirga. Dirgamna enna? Neelama. Long. Dirga. Hrasvana தமிழ்ல குரில் குரில் எழுத்து நெடில் எழுத்து. Then we have Slutaha. நான் வேணும் தான் bracketல போட்டுட்டேன். Because Slutaha, we don't use them in regular Sanskritam. Most of the slokas and Vedas it is there. So I don't want to confuse you. But just for you to know, they have a longer Kala Matra. Like Srasvaha, they have Eka Matra, only one Matra. We'll come to it later. Dirgaha will have 2 Matra. Slutaha will have more than them. One more Matra will be added. Then we have Dayoga Vahaha. Not only these 2. I put Anuswaraha in plural because kam, cham, tam, nam, mam, pam. So everywhere, with every Guritakshara, every letter, every akshara we are going to learn, you will get this like that aha, maha, kaha, saha, chaha, taha, paha, taha. So Anuswaraha and Visargaha, we will be seeing them in many places. So now we'll have a summary of what is being taught today. So Sankshepaha. Sankshepaha in Sanskritam means summary, to summarize. So what did we all think? We started our day. All of you, whenever you learn or whenever you go to teach someone, please start with a prayer. We always pray to a supreme power, Baba, to help us so that we learn and guide everything the proper way with his or her blessings. Then the purpose, as Madam very clearly told you, we all want you to learn Bhagavad Gita only in Sanskritam. The purpose of this is for you to learn Sanskritam, to read and chant perfectly Bhagavad Gita and other slokas and other volumes of Bhagavatam, Upanishads, everything you can start to learn in Sanskritam. So we have given you an introduction. The course detail I have given you. One, we have started very well today with Om Shubharamba. I have introduced you to Varnamala, chain of Varnas. Started with Swara, and I have also given an overview on the support vowel, the Ayoga Ahaha. So we are definitely going to go homework, and all of you please join the homework WhatsApp group. Very simple homework. Whatever is being taught in the class in that week alone will be handled. Nothing difficult. Don't feel bad if you don't know. You can always, because we'll discuss the homework in the next class so that you can, in a group, if you are discussed, it will be useful for many others also. So we will have like a group practice and a group RN. We will discuss our homework. Definitely, we can also ask questions at the end of the class, anything we have. So now we'll go for a questions. Definitely, we'll open the bridge after stopping this live recording. All of you, you will be unmuted by the coordinator here. We got wonderful coordinators to run the classroom. Now we do the Shanti Mantra. All of you remain in mute. I have put only in Sanskritam. Shanti Mantra I have not put in other languages. Please try to learn only in Sanskritam. Om Sarve Bhavan Sukhinah Sarve Tantu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Dhanyavadaha Sarvebhyaha. And any questions, we will definitely take it up. All these slokas, whatever I teach here, will teach you the meaning as we go into the more vocabulary. More when we know to learn the slokas, then we'll teach you the meaning also. Dhanyavadaha Sarvebhyaha. Ram Ram.
Ram
Sarvam
Ram.
Krishnaarpanam.
ధన్యవాదాలు.
Dhanyavadaha.
ధన్యవాదాలు.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದः ಭಗಿನಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಭಗಿನಿ. ರಾಮ್ ರಾಮ್.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಭಗಿನಿ.
Thank you very much. Madam, the YouTube
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ
can
ಭಗಿನಿ.
share, we want to stop here. Question.
Thank you, Bhagini.
You can ask questions one by one. Oh, I am the host. Okay. Komala, I make you host so that you can admit I can. If you want, you can make me co-host in case I need to present anything for them.